You often say in these interviews, football is a simple game, and in a sense, that was the case today. We scored two really good goals from headers, from crosses, and another one from a cross, and then really defended brilliantly. It's not a game of necessarily hugely complicated tactics, and I thought we performed brilliantly today.
Yeah, we did, but what I won't, a couple of people have asked as well, I won't accept that we just defended and we scored from set pieces, because I thought first half we played extremely well. I think we took the game to them. I think second half, last 20, they threw everything at us and pinned us in. All we had to do was take a little bit of care with that extra pass, and with the pace of Joe, with the pace of Aaron, with Tom Humphrey, we could have got out a little bit better. But we played a system. Everyone, people might look and think that we just sat back in there. Yeah, we did. But the two boys that come on aren't centre forwards. My two centre forwards were dead on their feet because of the work they put in, and they just couldn't understand the concept of one staying higher and one dropping in. But I don't mind that if they both drop in, because it's more bodies to go through. At the end of the day, whether you win 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 2-1, you got 3 points, and that was our aim today, and we got the 3 points. So everybody stands with a lot of credit today.
No, definitely. The whole team, I thought, were absolutely brilliant, and the way we defended during that last 20 minutes. Did we have that many genuine scares? Well, there's one good header from McShane. Yeah. Johnny had to go low. I can't remember too much else.
I spoke to Johnny in there, and he can't recall too many saves. He said maybe one or two. Yeah. I don't know until I watch the video, because everything's frantic on the sidelines. You want everything to go right for you, and you don't want to be letting a goal in and then they throw everything again at you. So I'll look to see how many chances they really had, but I thought the players stood up and shuffled across and stopped them as best we could at source.
No, definitely. I've got to admit, I know you don't like singling out players, and everyone was good today, without exception. But I've got to talk about Doug Loft. I mean, I thought he was absolutely superb today. His deliveries, they didn't seem to be able to deal with, to be honest.
Doug brings that experience, which I've spoke about before. We signed him, Ricky, we've signed Craig, all bringing experience to the side with a filter of youngsters that are going to make a difference. And like I say, he's been out for 2 weeks. Only trained this week, so he was dead on his feet. Craig's had a fever all week.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. He didn't train gym. He didn't train Tuesday. He didn't train Thursday. And speaking to him last night and this morning, are you okay? Yeah, I'm going to give it a go. If I last 10 minutes, I last 10 minutes. But he wanted to be out there, because that's what he wants to do for me and for the club and for his teammates. And he's a credit,
he was superb today as well.
Yeah, and you could go through Ibs, hasn't played many minutes, and run himself into the ground and got a goal. Woody run himself into the ground, and they all did because they had to, but I asked them to. And like I say, the bottom line, it wasn't just us defending and them attacking. And I want to take that out of the equation. 20 minutes towards the end and our final pass, but the first half I thought we played some lovely football in and around their box. Proved it with a couple of goals we got. It wasn't, yes, we scored from 2 set pieces, but you got to get them set pieces. So it's the build-up play to that I look at as well. So, like I say, they may have had one eye on the FA Cup next week. Rutherford didn't play, Pryor didn't play, Nick Wheeler didn't play, Briggs didn't start. Do I go on? They've got fantastic, talented players. We've got Tom Beer out. We've got Jamie Fielding out. We've got, help me out here, Jim, who else was missing? Who else was missing today?
There was one other, wasn't there?
Ricky was out. Ricky was out. So when you look at them sort of players could step in at any time if needed, or would start in any other team. So where we are with our squad, I'm happy. I want to increase it. I want to make it more competitive, and we'll get there at some point. Won't be next week, won't be the week after, maybe around the Christmas time. But if we can keep picking up points as we do, I'll be very happy. And then come Christmas, we might have a little shuffle about, see what we've got, see what we can add, and then we kick on again.
And I mean, we ended Dartford's 100% record at their place. We've taken 3 points off a lot of people's favourites to win the title, certainly at the start of the season. That shows, with a squad of, I think we had 17 today, that is a small squad, and I don't want to make too much of it, but it is a small squad. It's a huge,
yeah,
huge
effort.
But
do I look into? We took a point off of Dartford. We beat Dorking Wanderers after 6 games. No, I don't. I'm proud of the players and proud that we've got points on the board. So I don't care who we play. We've got to get points on the board. The sooner we get the 40 points, the sooner I can relax a little bit, which I won't. But I can just basically look at where we're going, whether it's before the end of season, goes to the last couple of games, but we need to get them 40 points to then reassess where we're going as a club. And results like that are going to help. Results at Dartford are going to help. Results at Hungerford are going to help. The Hampton, the desire to get a 97-minute equaliser, all these things are going to help. But let me not kid myself. We're going to have a bump in the road again.
Sure.
You know, we're going to come up against a team that are going to beat us, whether it's a last-minute goal or whether they're going to beat us 2-0 because we haven't done things right. But that's part and parcel of football, and that's part and parcel of the squad we've got. And that's nothing against our squad. So we're looking to build and build and build. And like I say, it takes time. It takes time, and I'm willing, as long as I'm given that time, I'm willing to build them blocks and make this club sustainable in this league to push for, not saying the next league yet, next year, the year after, but soon this club has to start looking to go forward, with or without me, to the next level. But it'd be a slow process. But we've got plenty of time on our hands, or the club's got plenty of time on our hands. The club will always have their 500 to 700 to 800 fan base. We'll always have super volunteers that keep the club going. We'll always have a good ball to keep it running, the previous one and this one. So the club's in very good hands, and the club knows the direction it wants to go in, and everyone will be with that. And it's just a case of how long that takes. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's a good place to be at the minute in terms of off the field, and on the field we've got to get the results to support that. And so far we're doing okay. But you've known me long enough, I don't get carried away with anything, but I'm very happy about that today. I'm very proud of the players.
Yep.
And like I say, it was a deserved win in my opinion.
And I think when we looked at the fixture list when it was published just before the start of the season, we looked at these first 8 games, and you may not have done, but I know all the supporters of me did. Oh, that looks a tough lot of games,
yeah. But
we're dealing with them.
You have to. You can only do what's in front of you. I was asked in an interview earlier about, it's a tough start. Well, any game's a tough start, and I don't go into because they've done this before, they've done that before. You've got to play what's in front of you, and it's going to be tough because it's 11v11. They want to work hard for their team, their club, and they want to get 3 points. So whether it's Havant, Braintree, Concord, go through every 23 teams in our league, it's a hard game, and that's how I look at it. And I don't approach it any differently. Some other managers might and think, we might get away with resting a couple of players, or we might not need to do this today. We might be able to take our foot off the gas. I can't do that, and I won't do that. So whoever we play, we apply ourselves the best we can, and the only way we can.
Sure. Well, no, it's a great result. Whoever it is against, 3 points is always welcome, and we absolutely love it. And other supporters all have absolutely loved it this afternoon. Just a quick word on Arthur.
Yes.
Obviously, we're all very sorry to hear that he's leaving, but we do completely understand the reasons why, and we understand also it's a brave decision. I'm sure it wasn't an easy decision for him.
Not for him, no. You know, we've had tough conversations, me and Arthur, and I'm gutted, really, really gutted, because not only are we losing a good player, we're losing a good person about the club. You know, a quiet, unassuming person, but a very, very nice young man. And I'm very sad to let him go. Not let him go, I'm sad that he's gonna go. Tough conversations we had. Even he met me at Hayes and Yedding, and that was when the decision was made, when we went to watch them. But he's going to be a big miss to this football club, big miss to me, and a big miss to this squad. And I appreciate.
And a big miss to the supporters who love him.
Yeah, and they love him as well. You know, they're going to hold him in high regard because of that goal he scored in the Super Playoff final, and that'll never be forgotten. No. You know, and it was hard to get him here. It was, especially after Hendon got beat in the playoffs that year. To get him to come here was difficult. Get him out of Hendon was difficult. But when we got him here, he fell in love with the place, and he still does. And like I say, hopefully, if he gets himself sorted out with his work and bits and pieces, that's priority. He will one day, if I'm still here, walk over that white line with a Tonbridge Angels shirt on again, and I just hope that does happen.
That would be nice to think of.
Fantastic. I live in hope, Jim.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for your time, Steve, as ever.